Okay, hello my friends, my name is Valeria Cuervo, this is Traveling Cuervo, and I know it's been a while, so I'm giving you an update. If you guys don't know, I'm doing a research project. I got some money, and that's allowing me to travel here to Scandinavia. I am currently in Copenhagen, my first stop. And it's a research project about kind of why white supremacists are obsessed with Vikings, and what people are doing to disassociate from white supremacists being obsessed with Vikings, and kind of what they're doing to protect the Viking legacy. So I thought I would catch you guys up on where I am currently on my research. So I already first flew to Denver, Colorado, and I interviewed the first professor I would talk to, and then I flew to Boston and I interviewed the second professor, and I saw a bunch of kind of the monuments erected. I visited both a tower and then a Leif Erikson plaque that supposedly Leif Erikson had arrived to Boston, which he didn't. He really didn't. And these monuments just kind of show and symbolize that not only was there a movement in the 1920s in order to prove some sort of white origin story for the US, and I also thought it was interesting that when I went up to the monuments, a lot of people were taking pictures with the monuments. Like, a lot of people were like, ooh, Vikings. But I don't know if they actually think that the Vikings arrived to North America or not. Like, I went up to someone and I asked, I was like, oh, like, do you know what this, and they were like, yeah, I love Vikings Valhalla. And I was like, okay. I mean, it is a fun show, but like, so yeah. And then I'm going to be going to a Viking festival, actually right now, today, and I'm going to be talking to people, kind of asking like just general questions like, oh, do you like Vikings? What do you like Vikings? How do you feel that white supremacists also like Vikings? And then typical questions like that. Okay, sorry for the change in scenery. I'm trying to not make this too long so you guys don't get bored. But essentially, I went to the Viking Festival today, and it was brilliant. I talked to so many people. We're talking Viking reenactors. We're talking people who just like Vikings. We're talking everybody under the sun, and they were so great. And I interviewed so many of them, and they were so open, and they were like, they brought up the subject. They were like, yeah, there's people who, we don't want them here. Like, there's people who like want to be associated with the Viking past, and we just gotta be like, no man, get out, which is great. Like, it was great. So I'm still hoping something similar is gonna happen, because obviously this was in Denmark, and then next week I'm gonna be going to Sweden. I'm gonna be going to a Viking village, and I'm gonna be talking to the organizers. Now, outside of that sort of interviews with the people, I have 2 more interviews with 2 professors to talk about like Viking media image, which I'm starting to learn that the contemporary image of the Viking and how it's portrayed in movies and TV shows is really important to this kind of fight over the Viking legacy between like white supremacists and just like people who don't want to be associated with white supremacists. And everybody has like a different take. So I'm going to be talking to them. And then I have a couple more activists left. For example, I talked to this one guy who created a whole new like symbol based on like archaeology and like based on history that's supposed to signify something, I don't know, like it's a symbol from the sort of like Viking age, but it's supposed to signify more like peace and love, and yeah, which is fantastic. And then I have a couple of more groups that I'm going to be talking to, which I'm very excited about, that are very adamantly against white supremacists, and they very much identify with heathens or with Vikings, Viking culture, Viking heritage, everything, which is brilliant. And that is it. So yeah, with this, I leave you guys. I bid you adieu, and I will be going to bed. Good night.